Hi everybody, today I'm going to take this ground beef that I have boiled and I'm going to turn it into dehydrated ground beef.
Okay, you are?
My name is Anita. This is my channel where I show you how I've lost almost 150 pounds following an animal-based ketogenic diet. Okay, so in my last video, you saw me meal prep by boiling 3 pounds of ground beef in a big pot. I saved some of it to dehydrate, and I am going to use the Tastee dehydrator to do that because it's perfect for a small amount of ground beef like this. I did this batch in the Tastee, and I've got some beautiful little pebbles of ground beef. It's completely dry. It can just be, you don't even have to refrigerate it. It's just, you know, as long as you get it dry enough, it is very shelf stable. Perfect for making pemmican. I have been having a lot of fun mixing tallow with this crunchy ground beef, making these little bars. I made some cake pops the other day. It comes out beautifully. I'm going to show you how to make a batch. I'm going to divide this up into 2 little batches, which will go in here. I did weigh this before. It's 8 ounces exactly, so I'm going to put 4 ounces in each paper tray. That's 4 ounces in there. This one should actually be 4 ounces, and it is. You want to spread it out nice and evenly. If there's any big pieces, just break it up a bit with your hands. This should take about 4 hours in the Tastee. So let's get it started. First of all, I'm going to show you the setup of the trays. I'm taking the bin and I'm going to put the first tray just in the, I've got the air fryer thing in here. I'll show you. I've got that in. And I'm just going to set tray number 1 on here. Spread these out nicely. This little rack comes with the Tastee. It's meant to, you know, some people toast in there, so you can put slices of bread in. I'm going to flip it over and use it as a tray for this. So that's going to go on top. So we have 2 layers being dehydrated. Okay, and put that in. So it's pretty simple to dehydrate with the Tastee. I really like doing it for small quantities. So first we're going to turn it on, and then we're going to choose the dehydrate button. And I'm going to it's defaulting to beef jerky. I just accepted that because I didn't think there'd be a ground beef one. And it also defaults to 7 hours, I think. I'm just gonna press start. It does say 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 hours. Now, I found that it took about 4 hours. So I'm just gonna come back and check it. In a couple of hours, I will come and stir it around. In 4 hours, I'm probably gonna be taking it out. So pretty simple. You can set yourself a timer on the stove. I'm just, that's it. That's all we're gonna do now. Walk away, and I'll see you in a couple hours. Okay, we are back. I just wanted to show you where we're at. This has been going for about 3 hours, and I believe it's done or pretty close to being done. And I kind of realized a trick to make it go, well, it doesn't really make it go faster, but it does. I'll show you what I've done here. So I'll just take it out. When I turned it off about an hour and a half ago, I noticed that the top was quite dry and the bottom layer was not as dry. And so, oh, it's a little warm. And so what I did is I took the wire thing out and I just swapped the 2 so apparently at the top it's going to get drier faster than the bottom. I just switched them, and so now they're both equal. And I think they are done. They should feel like little dry pebbles. You should just be able to, you know, it'll just come apart like salt, like crumbling salt in your fingers. So these are dry, and I think so. I think we're going to call this done. But just make sure that you feel them and you try them, and there's zero moisture in there. And if you're not sure, let it go for another hour. But yeah, I'm positive that these are done. I just love how fast and easy it is to do it in this particular air fryer. I do have a Kasori dehydrator, but it just seems like, you know, just to do these 2 small trays in that big dehydrator, it just didn't seem worthwhile. This is actually, I like the idea that my air fryer can double as a dehydrator for a small job like this. And so I'm quite happy about that. That was pretty easy. So I am going to put these in jars. They should keep for quite some time. If you vacuum seal them, you can freeze these and it should keep for ages. Or even if you don't freeze, if you just vacuum seal that, like put this in a little baggie, vacuum seal it, it should keep indefinitely, I would think. So what can you use this for? Pemmican is the most obvious one. I made, I do make some pemmican with tallow. This is very convenient to use in that. You can make, little beef bars. Again, with tallow, like my Lion Diet bars. Check out the cake pops I did a couple of days ago, the ones with just the tallow and the dehydrated ground beef and salt. Those are actually quite delicious. I enjoy those very much. They can be had on Lion Diet as well. So that's one. The other thing is that you can, if you're making some soup, you can throw a handful into your soup to increase the protein. You can rehydrate it. You know, this takes up less room than the actual ground beef. So you can rehydrate this just by adding water to it, like maybe throw it in a pan, add water till it gets big again, make whatever your dinner was going to be, that sort of thing. It can be used for anything that you can do with ground beef. It's just a convenient way to store some, maybe store some for emergencies, that kind of thing. So yeah, I kind of like doing this, and I'm going to make some tallow bars out of this. So I'm really loving the Tastee Airfryer. You can get $30 off. If you check my links below, you will find out how to do that. And there's also a discount if you buy it on Amazon. Again, also using my code that is in the description below. So thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next video.
Off if you that threw me off, and I am going to I've lost my train of thought. I did